took his pants off, rubbing his... All hell broke loose. The worst thing I've seen in a city. Who does that? Frightened. Attack you, harass you, chasing you with their pants off. Bad decisions. I've seen way more than a woman should see against her will. R.I.P. My innocence. Roses are red, men landing on the moon. Girl gets harassed by naked men in London at noon. Hello everyone, I decided to make my first storytime video because I've done plenty of bad decisions in my life and got myself in even more uncomfortable situations, and I really believe that you could benefit from my experience. So here we are. Before you click away from this video, let me paint a mental picture for you that you will never be able to erase from your mind for the rest of eternity, no matter how hard you try to bleach it with puppy videos and cat pictures. I'm wearing all black today because black symbolizes the death of my innocence after what I've experienced. R.I.P. Do you ever get up one day and think to yourself, I feel like going on a relaxing walk today? Well, you see, that sometimes happens to me too, but then I remember, oh, I live in London, and I realize that that's virtually impossible. Relaxing is not an option. Safe, it's lucky. Relaxing is out of the question. So, usually I settle for, I would like to go on a relatively safe walk today. But I'm also prepared for the possibility that that might not happen. How relaxed can you be when someone is chasing you with their pants off? Not very relaxed. I will tell you that one for free. I mean, when you live in a big city, there's like a 50-50 chance that something will happen. Someone might attack you, harass you, or chase you with their pants off. Someone asking you for money, someone like looking at you weird, like you're expecting to see a certain amount of unusual, creepy, scary activity around, but most of the times you tend to just like pretend you haven't seen anything and just mind your business. I mean, growing up in Bucharest, I've seen like creepy stuff happen all the time. I mean all of the time, from the time someone pulled up my skirt on the street to when I was waiting for the bus to go to school in secondary school and this guy was peeing next to me. I mean, yes, something, you know that you have to be prepared for unusual stuff, to say the least. But I was not in the least prepared for what was about to happen. I was going to embark on a life-changing walk, and not in the good sense. So what I do most of the times when I am ready to venture out into London, into the world of possibilities, I blast my fave 50 Cent songs in my AirPods and pretend that I'm the toughest white chick on the block. I am tough. And hope that no one is going to steal my AirPods. Is she a villain? Or is she insane? Is she normal? Or is she just lame? No, it's just a girl going to church on a Sunday afternoon. So for those of you who don't know, I am an Orthodox Christian and quite a spiritual person. So I like to go to church on Sundays, or better said, I used to enjoy going to church on Sunday before all hell broke loose and COVID hit, while we were all still recovering from our Christmas and New Year's hangovers. What was that? Yeah? Oh, that was just me. Oh, never mind then. I used to like going to church. Luckily for me, church is relatively quick. Most of the times unpainful bus journey away, more like 20 minutes or so. So here I was, a little minion on my way to church, late as always, listening to my cringy early 2000s hip-hop music when this crazy guy comes at me. I was just on my way to the bus station when I see a guy walking past me. But he didn't just walk past me like, and like someone is just walking past and like they're gone. No, well, I noticed that he was coming at me and he had his hand in his trousers. And believe me, you did not have to be a doctor, PhD, whatever, in reproductive organs to be able to tell what he was doing with his hands in his pants. And you know, I got scared, but like a normal city girl, I kind of ignored it, pretended I didn't see it for a second, because I mean, I had my fair share of seeing people like peeing on the street, both in Bucharest and London, so you know, it wasn't like the worst thing I've seen in a city. And to my horror and my absolute shock, he came after me, took his pants off. I've seen way more than a woman should see a man against her will. And was just like rubbing his, you know, like staring me right into the eye saying, "Hey gorgeous," and it frightened me. Like I did not expect that. I didn't have much time to react. I've done what a true Londoner would have done, run politely the duck away. What did he do? Ran after me. Londoners aren't that polite after all. Excuse me, who in the world does that? I was frightened. Like, oh my god, what was that? I did not expect it. Like, I was frightened. Like, what do I do? The worst part, there were so many people around, right? Like, usually you feel relatively safe to walk around during the day because you're like, well, there's people out there. Like, you know, you usually say, oh, I'm not gonna go out in the night because, oh, like, if something, God forbid, happens, like, no one's gonna be there to protect me. Well, guess what? Disappointingly enough, this happened to me at noon and no one did anything. Like, they were just pretending like it didn't happen, or like they didn't see anything, just merely walking away, you know? So anything could have happened, and I've never felt lonelier in my life. So anyway, I ran and I still went to church. I felt dirty, unpure. Let me tell you something. I started praying way sooner. I didn't even have to wait to get to church because I started to pray for my dear life that guy doesn't like find me again, or that I'm not gonna bump into some other weirdo. And yeah, got on the bus, went to church, and got on with my day. However, moral of the day is, if you live in London, just don't go out. Stay in your room. Don't go out for grocery shopping. Don't go out for work. Don't go out for fun. Why do you have to go out anyway? I mean, it's not like you're gonna go anywhere now with COVID, but in general. And if you really need to go out, be aware of your surroundings and be prepared to run at any time. Fast, or faster than your aggressor at least. And I don't know, maybe tape your eyes with duct tape or something so that you don't see anything against your will. Keep your phone away. Ideally, don't listen to music on the street like I do, because it makes you less aware of your surroundings. You're too much in the zone. Like, it happens to me all the time when I listen to music. And maybe even put your phone in your pocket on recording, either on audio or video recording, so that, you know, you can take it to the police in case you can still go to the police afterwards, or, you know, use it for some entertainment later on. You know how it is about like making the most out of unfortunate situations. Could be one of those. And if you really need to go out, don't forget to bring tissues as well, so that you don't have to sit on a bus full of people and wipe your eyes after crying with your sleeves. Not that it ever happened to me, but you know, I'm saying just in case, something to think about. If you live in New York, Paris, Tokyo, or in any other big city, I would like to know if something like this happened to you, or if I was just unlucky. I decided to share this story with you for education purposes, for raising awareness, but also for entertainment, because come on, we can't take life too seriously, right? And YouTube is a platform for entertainment, and that's what I want my channel to be. It was the first video of this type that I shared, so if you found it useful and, you know, the information wasn't as intrusive in your life as that stranger was into my Sunday afternoon, drop a comment. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Please come back next week to, if you stayed with me up until this point, it means you are not freaked out enough. It means that maybe I haven't shared enough scary stories with you, and I would like the chance to try again with another story. Please come back next week to watch my video about how I got robbed in London. Notice a pattern here, because ironically enough also on the way to church. See you next time. Please subscribe.